Okay, if you're a Capricorn born December 22nd to January 19th, what can you expect for the month of April 2018? Let's tune in and find out. Wow, okay, Caps, I see you like so focused on where you're going, the direction it's taking you, what you need to do. And then I see all this stuff coming up and covering your plans about what you wanted to do, where you wanted to go. So it essentially means that, you know, you have an idea of how you're going to get there, but everybody else or everything else is keeping you from doing it. So what there is to do is just to kind of slow down, enjoy this process that we're in with Mercury retrograde, where we have to just, you know, we're kind of at the mercy of the timing of things around us, and just do what you can each day and not put so much pressure on yourself to have to be anywhere or get anywhere. So be more in the flow, right? Go with the flow. Feel less tense or constricted about your idea of how you think it needs to look. And I think if you can do that, you'll be a little more relaxed and things will actually start to clear out and will start to come to you. And the things that you're supposed to be doing will start to show up. All right, so that's the opening. Let's look now to those of you who are in a romantic relationship, what April may have in store for you as a couple. So there's this nice, there's this kind of give and take relationship, and there's this fun, and you've got this, Capricorn's gonna have this intense but fun energy, and I just see you kind of intently focused on your partner, and I just see this real loving energy back and forth between the two of you. But I also feel like, you know, your partner can be a flower, and you can sometimes squeeze the flower, right, and crush the flower, just because you can be so intense. So what there is to do with your partnership is just be aware of your energy. Be aware of what energy you're bringing to the relationship, and especially during this time of, you know, tension that we have, that is in part due to the second full moon in March, which happened on March 30th. There's this intense energy that you may feel going into the first, second, or third, where you could, you know, miscommunication can happen on top of just like, you know, this frenetic energy, as well as the retrograde energy. So just laying low, being chill. Your partner's going to be able to manage your energy a little bit better, and there's just going to be less constriction. One of the other things is taking care of yourself, right? It's really important that you take care of yourself, because a lot of times, you know, you get irritated because you feel like you're the one who has to do everything in the relationship, well, and that you never have time for yourself, or it's hard for you to take time for yourself. So if you take time for yourself, the relationship will thrive too, because you're going to be happier. So be sure to take time for yourself, because that's going to help the relationship thrive too, okay? It won't put so much pressure on the relationship. If you're taking care of yourself, you'll be happier, and then the relationship will be more buoyant, and it will be happier too. Okay, there's also an opportunity for you to get away, to be independent, to do things on your own, and then be able to come back to the relationship. So it's really healthy and important for Capricorns, because they have this independence. So you need to be able to have that independence and then come back to the relationship. And I see a lot of that happening this month, where you're just going and running and doing things, and you're able to come back and really enjoy each other. And there's a nice stretch in the middle of the month. Maybe you're going away, or maybe just things are slowed down, that you get to spend more time with each other. So I really feel like that's a really nurturing energy. But at the same time, there can be this like buzzsaw, where maybe you're on the wrong page, or there's misinformation, and you thought they wanted to go to dinner at this restaurant, and you made it for that restaurant, or, you know, like silly things that can create this harsh response. So just be aware, because of the tension, especially around like April 11th or April 12th, there may be some tension around it. Just segue, just let go, don't give it any energy. You'll rise up right out of it. The 15th, everything changes, the energy changes, and you're back in love and moving forward. So it's just 1 or 2 days that are a little sticky at the beginning of the month, and then again around that 11th through 14th, where there can be some miscommunication, where you're feeling a little bit trapped or irritated by your partner and their point of view. So, and just know things can change. So I do feel like, you know, this is easy energy for you to manage. Okay, so let's look for those of you that are single and interested in love. Well, you also have to take care of yourself. You also need to, by taking care of yourself, you're going to elevate your game. You're going to feel happier. You're going to feel better. You're going to need less from the partner, from the potential partner. And it's going to make you a better catch. It's going to make you happier. You'll have more energy to go do things. And I really see things opening up around the 16th, and where you could be lucky in love. And for some of you, it could be through healing. It could be that you end up seeing a healer or a therapist or taking care of yourself early in the month, and by doing that, you're ready for love and you're ready for a new encounter and a new type of person. And it's through the healing work that you've done on yourself the last how many months that has opened you and made you ripe for a relationship. And I also feel like this is something light. It doesn't feel heavy, and it feels more almost like it could come through the friendship, like they're friends first, and then from a friendship it evolves into a romantic love. So just notice that if all of a sudden your feelings have changed towards a friend and it's suddenly feeling more, romantic or sexual, just know that, you know what, you've done a lot of healing and now you're ready to open yourself up to that part. And the perfect person is standing right in front of you. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you actually fall in love with a really good friend that you had never been in a romantic relationship before. And now something shifts at the end of the month to turn it into romance. We do have a full moon on April 29th in Scorpio, which is really deep and loyal. And so you may find love through this deep and loyal friendship. Okay. All right. So let's move on to our career and money for Capricorns. So you guys are really focused and you're really intent. Like I saw first when we opened up, just this direct line of where you want to go, intense focus on how to get there. And I see a lot of money at the end of that. The thing you want to do is just delegate, right? So if you just can delegate through this whole process, you're going to be able to let go of some of the pressure. And God, some of you guys, I have so much pain in my shoulder, the top of my shoulder and my neck right now because of the pressure you put on yourself. So, kind of let go, do what you can, go to a chiropractor, take up yoga, to keep your body, lean and mean, as they say, but just more fluid. But it's about moving things off your plate, doing what you can do, assigning things to other people, not doing everything yourself, spending a little bit more to get the right people in there to do the job so that you're not doing everything. I think that's really important, one, to your happiness, and two, to your success, because otherwise you're being covered up with the things that really take you away from doing what you need to do to make the money. Okay, so let's see anything else about the money. So some of you may be borrowing money for a house or a special project this month, or actually could even be loaning money to somebody else to buy a house or for a project. So I feel like it goes both ways. So there's money coming in and money going out. I also feel like, so what that tells me is there's plenty of money for your needs, whatever they are. And I wouldn't worry about borrowing the money, because I do feel like if you borrow it, that you are going to be a success. I do see the money coming back in the future and being able to pay off those loans. So don't worry about borrowing money to put into a business, because I do feel like you're able to pay it off and have a successful business, because you are committed and you are focused and you know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, you're sharp enough to know that you don't know what to do and to hire somebody to do it for you. So definitely feel like you have everything. Now, for those of you that are choking me right now because you're feeling choked financially, stop doing what doesn't work, right? If you have to file bankruptcy, if you have to let go, if you have to sell your house, do it. Stop standing in a burning building and expecting things to change. Make the changes this month. Let go of what's not working. I know it's hard when you have to let go of something that you loved and you thought you were supposed to be doing it and it's not working, right? So, but hanging on is not the answer. And throwing bad money after good is not the answer, right? If you need advice, get the best person that you know who has the most successful business you know, and ask them if you can buy them a cup of coffee and go and pick their brain and tell them your situation and say, I really need some advice, right? Let go of the embarrassment about it. Let go of whatever conversation you have about it. But get somebody who's been there, or get somebody who knows business, who can give you some solid advice to get you out of the situation, because it's not going to get better. Because when you're in that type of shape, which I'm talking about somebody who's just like, everything up is blowing up around you, and you know, you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. You don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. You know, this is when you need another viewpoint outside of you to be able to help you in this scenario, to make decisions and then act on those decisions. And I think in April, that's when you need to cut these ties after the retrograde, right? So after April 15th, that's when you want to, you know, work the action plan, double check the plan, see what's missing, what else is needed, and then implement that plan, you know, from the 20th on, because you're going to feel better when you get out of that situation that is just burning you up financially. You're going to feel so much better. I feel better. I can breathe. My throat is open. It's gonna be good. I know it's not fun. We've all been there. We all go through those trials. But you know what? When you get it behind you, all the new stuff can come in now. All the great new things can happen for you. So just know that there is life on the other side of, you know, financial suicide, right? So just take care of yourself and you'll be okay, right? New things will come in. New things are going to happen. May's going to open up all these new doors for you. So just trust the process. Get some people that you know on your side to help you do it, to build your confidence about what it is that you need to do. Okay, so now let's move into our health for Capricorns. Well, first of all, you know, letting go of a big financial burden and putting the focus on your health, you're going to be so much better. You'll just feel better, you know, because stress takes so much out of you. And when you're wiped out and you're exhausted and your adrenals are shot and your immune system's crap, you know, and you have daily headaches and you know, your back hurts, you know, all these are stressful situations. So you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, right? Trying to get extra sleep, trying to stay hydrated, trying to get a little exercise in, even if it's just walking or running on a treadmill for 20 minutes, but just something, because moving the body also helps with stress. So really, I think it's really important that you guys focus on getting cardio in. And I think that's going to help you with your stress, and it's going to clear the mind. It's going to help you get your own answers too. So yoga or cardio, something where you actually physically move the body, is better than lifting weights, which is more like, right? You need something more fluid, which is why running, swimming, yoga, bicycling, things that have you fluid motions or movements, taekwondo, anything like dance, moving the energy is going to be good for you, and it'll be good for your brain, it'll be good for the stress, and you'll get better answers for yourself. Okay, let's see if there's something unexpected for Capricorns for the month. Oh, nice. Unexpected relief. So there is relief coming. And that could either be just because you're more organized, or because you have answers, or because you have an action plan that you're actually implementing. But I just feel relief this month. And I also feel, you know, safe and secure with my partner. So, and whether that's a partner in business or you no longer at odds with you, but there's an alignment that happens and that shifts this month that really gives you some freedom. So by the time the full moon on April 29th in Scorpio comes in, I feel really happy, I feel really satiated, I feel really excited about the future and what's going to happen, and I just feel like your whole spirits are lifted compared to the beginning of the month to the end of the month. It's like night and day. So really good energy. All right, Capricorns, thank you for viewing and watching. I love it when you share my intuitive astrology, or click like, or make any comments below. Thank you again for connecting with me. Have a wonderful April, and I'll see you again next month.